I'm Martin Lewis. I'm project manager for the enabling works as part of the Invictus project. With a steel plant of this size, it's not just a case of flicking a switch when the boss plant goes off. So there was a large decommissioning process that needed to happen first, which all need to be certified and verified. So in all fairness, the boss plant team, decommissioning team, took care of that, which took us then through to February, when the plant was going to be handed over to us. And what we really needed to be thinking of was when we would get the license for planning permission, which was aiming at July, which is where we are now. So we knew we had a really tight window and a lot of work we had to try and complete within that period. The area starts with externally, where you've got the Harsco Bank area, and then when you come inside, you've got the 3 bays. So you've got the charging bay, you've got the converter bay, and you've got the teaming bay, and they're going to be repurposed then for the electric arc furnace, the transformers, and the ladle metallurgy furnaces. So within that plant, we had a load of assets that were already in place. So we had to try and get it to a blank canvas, ready for this July, when we got the planning consent, that we'd be able to start with the civils, the pile driving, etc. So within there, if we took the charging bay, we had all the ladle repair stands, we had the scrap bogies, weigh bridges, and you come into the next bay then in the converter bay, where we had a lance repair workshop with overhead cranes in it. We had a whole abundance of things, as well as a main PCM area, which was all the changing facilities, locker facilities, and that on the upper floors. And then you come into the teaming bay, and that was a whole wide piece of work in itself, because in there you had wrecking stands, but we also had one of the main operating units for the secondary steelmaking, with the RH degasser. So that was a mammoth task. So it took a lot of planning, a lot of preparation, and in all fairness, the job done in a really good manner. There was a lot of assets which were stacked above each other. So we had a lot of working parties in a condensed area, and it also meant, obviously with the size of it, we had 130-ton cranes based in there for lifting out some of the larger apparatus, as well as utilising the overhead gantry cranes. So you had to make sure that we were able to balance the safe working activities to allow to maximise the amount of work to do in the short period of time, get as much done as safely as possible within a congested space. At the moment, we've got around 35 different contract companies consisting of around 180 different employees working within our area at the moment. And on top of that, we have about 35 core Tata people in this area. So what we've done is we quickly sort of established a core team and built a daily rapport with a daily meeting where everybody comes together and we discuss the challenges and we really face up to it as a team. So as the team has grown, we've just introduced more people into that team, but the structure's there, and it really is about buy-in, because some of these contractors have really gone above and beyond safely, but really facing any challenge that we come across. Whereas quite easily they could sort of, say it's not something that we're able to do. They look for opportunities, look at ways of solving these problems together with Tata, and it's been really, a joined up effort and getting where we are. There's a lot of sentiment for some of the equipment that we're taking away. People have lived their life with this equipment as well. So we've got to be sensitive to those feelings. When we're stripping things out, the assets that we're taking out, we're repurposing some of those assets. So we're looking to reutilise, say, a cooling tower, which may be used down in Trostre, and there's other assets then which go into sundry sales. But really, it is about trying to keep a sense of what has been here in the history, but then having a real view of what's to come as well. So, we've got that really to look forward to, of what this really can look like. And when you've seen, the artistic impressions of what it's going to look like, it's really about securing this future of this plant going forward.